Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, dude, how's it going?
How's it going, bro? Good, good, good.
Hey, you're nice and clear. The last couple. Oh, what's up? I can see. Yeah, the last couple lessons I've done, or not like last couple, but recently, a bunch of people have been having kind of messed up microphones. So it's nice
I
to
just
have.
got a new mic recently, so I'm
Yeah, this
glad.
thing is crystal clear. It's great.
Sweet.
All
You
right,
sound good to me
sick.
as well.
So, would you like me to put your webcam up on the stream, or?
I'm okay with whatever. It doesn't
Okay,
have to
all
be.
right.
No
We'll
worries.
just keep it audio. We'll just do the normal
Yeah.
lesson. But it is
Sounds
nice
good.
seeing you.
Yeah. I
All
can
right,
turn the
cool.
webcam off if it's distracting, by the way.
What's up?
I can turn it off if it's
No,
distracting,
no,
by
it's
the way.
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
You're
sweet.
good. Okay, so I like the background. The chill island vibes. It's where I want to be right now.
Exactly. Same.
Instead, it's raining and
outside.
cold in SoCal.
Same here.
You turn around and you're like, yeah, same here. It's not
Yeah,
the
same.
pretty island in the green screen. All right, so what are we going over today?
So I got two sets here. They're both pretty close sets. One is with Alex 19, so it's Puff Fox, and the other is with Cliche, so
It's
Puff Falco.
cliche. Cliche is the
Cliche.
nickname.
Gotcha. Yeah, Cliche then. Yeah, and that's Puff Falco. They're both not sets that I feel like I played crazy great or I was like fully playing to my capable. That's my struggle whenever I feel like I check back my stats and like, damn man, I look like shit. Like relative to like how I like,
Oh yeah,
feel
no,
like I
that
should be
happens a
playing
lot.
or not.
Yeah.
And every now and then I'll catch a set where it looks like, wow, I just played that perfectly, or like I played that really well. It's hard for me to judge if that's just they weren't as strong, so I was able to play the way I want to. Like that was a big realization I've been thinking about is like the reason sometimes I feel like I'm playing or I look like shit is because the other person's just really good. They're not letting me play like how I want to, right? And I'm using that to kind of like not put myself down too much. But I know I can just be playing better. I've been doing a lot of VOD, not VOD analysis, but I've had like friends watching me while playing recently, and I've just been trying to think about Melee more recently. I'm trying to get decent. Like at Genesis, I'm a competitor this time. I'm not like TOing at Genesis, so I'm
Okay,
like,
let's
hey, if I'm
go.
going to compete, I should make sure I'm in a position where I feel good competing. So I've been pretty invested in the past like year getting better at Melee. I'm a box puff. I switched to box in October 2020, so a year, almost 2 years. I don't know how long that is, but it's been a while. Yeah, that's
Okay.
basically it. I can also give you the notes I already have that I've been thinking of if you want, or we can just start watching. Whatever's
Yeah,
cool.
so you have notes on you. Somebody in chat's like Box Puff. No, it's like, dude, Box Puff is like the same exact thing. Like, like nothing except maybe the SDI is silly, but other than that, it's probably about the same thing.
Yeah, I have some notes that I took from like just analyzing my gameplay with a friend the other day. They might come through very clearly to you when you're watching me play, to be honest. But I
Okay,
can
are
also
the
just
notes
call them out.
from Puff Fox?
The notes are from Puff's, no, Puff, Sheik, and Marth. Yeah, so
Okay,
not
okay.
really, no. But
Okay.
they're mainly general notes. I can just read them out to you. It's like
Okay, yeah,
ASDI,
just list them off really quick then.
uh, ASDI down more and just like hold down more, basically. Try and combo off moves rather than, or try and focus on moves that will lead to things more rather than things that'll reset situations. So that's just like decision making on the moves. Um, Kevin pound suck. I do this thing sometimes, which is like a really greedy pound at low percent, like, and I usually get punished from them by good players, but it's just a bad habit. Um, I need to work hard.
The pound at low
Right.
percent is not a bad habit. Maybe if you're doing the same exact one every time, like in the same position, it could be bad. But so okay, before you go on, I'm just gonna talk about the basic theory, and I've actually been developing this a lot recently in terms of like sort of solidifying how I think of it. And it's basically the ammunition theory of Puff. And the idea is that like Puff does not actually have winning neutral positions against any of the top tiers. Like
I feel that way.
maybe if you have like Fox in the corner, there are like Fox in the corner feels like kind of winning because you can kind of read him and like dash up grab versus read the full hop and stuff like that. But like overall, Puff does not have winning neutral. But what she does have is she kills you out of the one neutral win she gets. And so so basically your idea is that you get chances based on the amount of times that it'll take somebody to hit you to kill you. Like, most characters can't zero death Puff. If they could, she would be a horrible character. So you're going to want to try to maximize the number of times they can hit you, obviously. But that's not as big of a deal as, like, making the most of every shot. Like, you have a revolver with, like, 4 shots in it or something, and, like, that's your stock. And every time you decide to interact with your opponent, that is one use of that ammunition, because the idea is, if it goes your way, if you guess right, if they move the way you thought they were going to move, they're dead. They're just straight up dead. You uppered them, you rested them, you up-tilted them, you grabbed them, whatever. They're probably dead. And if you're wrong, you take like 20%, and that's one piece of the ammo and that you used. And, like, basically you get, like, 4 chances, usually, depending on the character and the situation, maybe, like, 3, 4, 5 chances to actually get in and get your rest or your up-tilt rest of your edge guard or something. And if you can't get that, you just deserve to lose.
In some matchups, it feels like even less for me, right? Like, when I'm fighting Martha on Yoshi's, like, I'll just die off of, like, any interaction sometimes. I'll feel like, if I get, like, Randy Tippered. But I guess that's just me, right?
Well, I mean, you could get Randy Tippered at a low percent, but, like, if Marth misses the tipper, he gets rested. Like,
but I like this theory a lot. This theory is actually one that, like, immediately I'm like, yeah, like, if I just think about it this way, it'll change the way I play more. Because I just am more aggressive than I should be a lot of the times. And that's, like, a habit that I know just because I really like fighting. And, like, I love... Like, yeah, but
you can fight as Puff. You just have to recognize that, like, you have a limited number of times you can fight per stock. And you can take a big break between interactions. You can hit them once and take 60 seconds and then go again. But ultimately, you got to use all 4 shots or whatever.
That's actually, like, my next point on the list was, like, controlling the pace of the game more. Like, I don't play the lead enough. Like, I don't slow down the pace enough. Like... And I don't really dictate that, which is just playing the lead is something I just have in mind.
Yeah,
I don't play slow enough.
Okay, so playing the lead will make you perform better. But, like, how do I describe it? I think right now what's way more important at the level you're at is just interactions. Like, winning interactions and stuff like that. Like, if you played every stock exactly the same, whether you were ahead or behind for, like, the next year, that would be fine. Like, that wouldn't be holding you back at all. At least in any, like, major capacity. Because the point right now is to get good at all the interactions. Like, playing differently when ahead is, like, kind of its own whole set of, like, values and stuff like that. And it's just, like, it's only, like, a little bit different from... Like, I don't know. It's, like... Basically, you can learn to camp harder later. That's fine.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Instead, I should focus on winning the interactions better.
Yeah, you need practice right now.
I have one big question mark with regards to, like, winning the interactions, because it's another point that was also brought up. It's just, like, knowing the percents for combos and, like, what works when. When you do it, do you just do it off feel? Because a lot of times people will say, I use a move that, like, it wasn't the optimal move to use to continue the, like, punish or the
which
interaction.
Spot? Like, what? Give an example.
Down throw pound. No, down throw pound's not. Naring at high percent when, like, I should be just trying to fish a bear.
So you're saying, like, knowing your knockdown percents, stuff like that? Because knowing your knockdown percents is really important.
I know my knockdown percents on, like, the key moves that I care about.
Yeah, like up air and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Pound. Yeah, that's really the only important percent.
I know up air, bear, pound, like that. But yeah, the rest probably. And then fair is the same as bear in terms of knockdown percents. So, yeah. Anyways, I think I can just leave it to you on what you call it next, because that's the main notes I had on my mind already going into this.
Okay, no, that was definitely useful. Now I'll pull up the VOD. I'm just gonna grab them in order. Is that cool or?
It might be backwards. I would download all 3 and see them in your Slippy, because it'll sort them by. Oh, I guess you're just gonna pop it open, eh?
Yeah, I'm just.
Wait, are they named? Are they named? Let me double check.
They are named in the Discord. Yeah. And this one is 22 p.m., 53 p.m.
Yeah, so they have the okay. So
I think they're in the
order.
correct order.
They're good. Yep.
All right, let me screen share you really quick.
Also, Ajax about the decision in scoring at the local. I don't get that because I'm running the local, so you can't really be mean to me.
No one wants to be mean to the TO. Okay, let me put the screen up on the stream, and the screen share is working for you?
Yep, I see it just fine.
Okay, great. All right, so while we're going through, feel free to say anything you notice or you're thinking about. I'm just going to see what I see first. Okay, so what is your strategy at low percent against Fox?
I was trying to nair rest.
You're trying to nair rest?
That wasn't.
All right, we'll ignore it. But what is your strategy at low percent?
My strategy at 0%, like nair grab or like the first sock lead means a lot to me. Like if I'm able to just like kill him right away, because then I like puff when I'm ahead. Just feels so much better as a character than puff when I'm behind. So if I can get that at low percent, like
I don't want you to be thinking about that for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
The moves I'm looking at for when I'm at low percent are nair and grabs or a stray hit back air or something to put them closer to knockdown percents.
What I would say is, for now, just assume you're not gonna get like a kill at 0. I think it's the best thing to do because, like, basically you wanna set up your game plan in terms of like what is the most, common regular case, and the most common regular case is you're not gonna get a kill at 0. If they give you a grab, sure, but I want you to just be like, okay, it's stray hit time. The goal is to get 1 stray hit into a pound or a grab, or two stray hits into an up air.
Makes sense.
That's kind of the entire thing. And so, like, when you start the game, your goal is like, all right, well, first of all, let's just
fired a shot immediately, right? Like, if we're using your theory of shots, like, I just shot a shot.
Yeah, no, you actually did, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, so okay, so the thing is also that you can kind of the ammo theory at 0 is slightly different just because you're not trying to actually get the big opening at 0. So it's a little different because you're just trying to clip them. You just want the little tiny
I don't
clip.
actually use that thought process. That's a good one. That I'm not trying to just kill them at 0. Oh. Okay.
He shouldn't be dead from that, though.
He's not, yeah.
And the reason is because you grabbed him at 0.
Yep. I should have up aired or put something else after the grab.
Yeah, I would have definitely.
That was an up air right there.
I definitely think the up air here would be wonderful. That'd be great.
Agreed.
And this is why you kind of just, at the beginning of every game, your goal should be to just tap them with the nair in a way. Either tap them with the nair or tap them with a back air or a forward air or something in a way such that you just kind of get away. And that is sort of like the whole thing. So a lot of times the match will start very sort of like, I don't know, like you'll start off very campy and maybe the Fox will start off with like some lasers and they'll get like a couple lasers on you, but you can kind of sneak in and just tap them with the nair and then retreat, or tap them with a back air and retreat. Because that's when, that's when the ammo the ammo theory starts. Is once they're up their rest kill percent. Because otherwise they're just going to live. Most of the time. But the border cases where you actually do get up their rest at 0, or you actually do kill them at 0, those are like 5% of puff. So we can kind of just ignore them for now because we want to focus on the biggest, most important chunks first.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're here. Let's see. So we know that Fox is now at 41, which is really good. So
knocked down to everything pretty much.
Yeah. So at this percent, we're mostly thinking that we want to get like our up air. Like if I'm here, I'm definitely just like, oh, that sweet up air. Up air or grab. A lot of times, even like at this percent, back throw will kill a lot of times. Like back throw edge guard is really good. So I'm just gonna kind of be chilling. Okay. This is fine because you just get a free punish, but I still... It's like, getting this doesn't really get you anything, you know?
Yep.
Like, I would have almost liked, like, maybe, like, a drill edge cancel off, just because it feels like, maybe it can kind of keep him in, like, a bad position. I don't know. That's not really in the game plan, so I don't really want to get too far into it.
We're not swapping positions at all here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then like in spots like this, if you are going to interact here, it needs to be up air. Just up air, 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 grab, up air, like something. Like these moves that you're doing don't do anything.
That makes sense.
You may have noticed this. When spacies get to about 80, they are unkillable beasts.
Yeah.
Because up air sends them too high to combo out of, and like up throw rest doesn't really work, and like you throw them off stage.
Back air city, yeah.
And then like you need to basically get them off stage, and then like you're trying to hit them off stage, and they just omps attack everything, or they slide off side B everything. So like you really don't want them to live too long, and so like getting them with a back air almost hurts you. Like it doesn't really like super hurt you, but it's not like helping you, and you're kind of in like a position of risk. The forward smash, at least if it hit him, it would have done a lot of good stuff. So like at least it was something. But like yeah, these nairs,
yeah, they don't do anything for me.
Yeah, exactly. This should definitely be wave dash and grab here. But it's a small thing on the punish. And yeah, and a lot of times you'll end up in a spot you don't really like when you get Fox to this percent. Like I said, post 80, you're in kind of this like, well, I guess I got to camp with back air until he dies. Like literally, like just back air forever until he dies because up air is not good anymore. And neither is grab. And it's like, oh, Puff doesn't really have many like moves. Like if you get to a percent,
I feel that way sometimes when they're at high percent. It's really just I can only use back air right now because anything else is gonna get punished or do nothing.
Exactly. So, but if you think of it from the ammo perspective, it's kind of like they're always gonna be at the percent you want for the rest because they're either at that percent and you're getting your rest combo or edge guard combo, or you're not hitting them. So you're not gonna really get them to like 80. Unless
I'm only hitting them because I'm allowing interactions to happen, right? This whole theory is around choosing interactions, right?
Yes.
And right now, the reason they're getting to these crazy shitty percents where I have to play back air city is because I'm interacting too much.
Exactly. You're interacting in a way that's not based on the insta-kill.
Yep.
There's also a small note that I'd like to go into. Not even necessarily a small note. I don't want to spend a ton of time on it. Basically, like, if you look at my YouTube channel, I don't know if you've watched my other Puff lessons.
Watch one or two, but it's been a second at this point.
What's up?
It's been a while since I've watched one.
Okay. Basically, I spend almost every Fox versus Puff lesson talking about the inner edge of the platform.
I'm very familiar with that. Yeah,
okay,
I've read Alex's Puff stuff, and I'm very familiar with that theory.
Okay, so the inner edge of the platform is basically the way. Yep. And you should play the whole matchup around this position. On Battlefield. So
CPU Zero was telling me that I shouldn't be afraid to be taking center stage properly more, and I don't know how to apply that very well because I still also go for inner edge side platforms. But
well, from the inner edge side platform, you can wave dash off and push Fox into the corner if he dashes back. Because basically you have a mix up between wave dash off up air, wave dash off back air, and wave dash off, and then right before you land, you do a rising pound.
Got it.
And so the rising pound, actually, I could show you in a little bit in Uncle Punch, but basically, if Fox spaces to the range where he dodges the up air, the back air hits him. And if he dodges the back air, the side B hits him. And so if you wave dash off the platform, he has a pretty big incentive to either stay really low, which is probably Puff's worst case, or dash back, which is what most Foxes will do here. And if they're
scared.
And if they dash back, what'd you say?
Because they're scared.
Yeah, because they're scared, of course. And it's pretty reasonable to dash back here. And so if you dash, because if you stay like crouching here, then you get mixed on by Puff doing like wave dash off, fast fall grab, stuff like that. So Fox a lot of times will want to dash back here, and you have the threat of the side B, and you have the threat of the back air, and that is why you can get him into the corner and just comfortably land like here, while he's like, let's say on the opposite side, like you would land maybe here or here, and he'd be in the corner, and then that's a good position to set up if Fox is maybe at like 50. Because at this percent, it's not a huge deal here, because he can just like hold down and run, then you're not really going to be able to do a lot to him. But at like, 30, 40, 50, it starts getting a lot scarier when Fox is in the corner because he gets, like, basically a percents where back air and stuff is going to hit him far enough that he'll probably go off stage. So I do think using the side plat to get the central position is good, but you don't actually want center stage. You want Fox in the corner. Like you are usually going to be like here, and he's going to be here. And this isn't center, it's just that he's in the corner.
Yep.
And that's more important. Okay. So, okay, going with this, that's good. No reason to back air at all, ever. Here. So, I'm not sure if you know about, like, the true mix-up here, but, basically Puff doing slow fall up air, so short hop, and then late no fast fall up air, and Puff doing short hop fast fall grab come out on like basically the exact same frame.
Oh wow.
It's unreactive.
No, I haven't thought about that now.
Yeah, Drug Fox taught me that. I can't say I came up with it. But
so either I short hop fast fall up air or
no,
I
short hop fast fall grab or short hop no fast fall late up air.
Gotcha. Yep.
And basically what that creates is a situation where like you are gonna either get a grab or an up air, or Fox has to read you and leave.
I think all of this is right. Just even off the analysis we're doing does make me think I need to be thinking more about like the combo trees to even be using my mix up, like the mix up options in scenario. Like there's a lot of thinking in that. Like just off of this,
before you go in for an interaction, you should know what you're looking for.
Yeah, makes sense.
Especially as Puff. As like Falco or something, it gets really messy because he has all these moves that are all good in slightly different positions or whatever. But against Puff, or with Puff, you're like, Fox is at 10% on the ground. Or, yeah, 10% on the ground. Like, what's a good move? And it's like, definitely not back air. Like, back air's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, yeah, the issue, I guess, with up air here is that, it doesn't knock down yet.
Yeah.
So I would have probably tried the tomahawk grab because, I hit him once. Tomahawk grab.
So he's grab, kill percent.
Up throw, get reaction tech chase on the platform, and he's dead. Mm-hmm. And it's like, and if you get hit, it's not a big deal. It's the same thing would happen as basically here, where you get hit. Except you would have had an attempt to kill him. Okay, nice. Oh, man. You got the tech trap here and everything.
Yeah.
Tech trap, rest.
And that was jump rest. Yep.
Gotta be a rest, yeah. Oh my goodness.
That was,
situation.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore it. Yeah, you just kind of... Yeah. Oh. No.
I didn't go for the easy rest. I went for the hard one, and it just...
I definitely would not have rested here.
Yeah.
I definitely think...
Too high percent.
Yeah,
did you jump out of it, or did I just miss? I just missed it.
Just like short hop this way, double jump fair this way, I think is probably the best.
Yeah, because then he's off stage. And...
Yeah, just push him off stage, create the situation where, like, if he's survival DIs, he keeps getting hit, stuff like that.
Yeah, because the rest here just throws away my lead.
Yeah. Yeah, even if you do rest him here, it doesn't matter.
It just throws away my lead.
It just trades stocks for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Especially because he's already... This is such an ugly percent. I hate seeing... If anytime Fox gets over 50, you should be like, what did I do wrong? Like, maybe I did something wrong with stock. Usually it'll end up like, oh, you missed an edge guard, and then you did a... Sometimes you get like a big combo, and then you'll miss the edge guard. That's the only time where it's really like kind of acceptable, is because you're like, well, I should have just hit my edge guard.
But through playing neutral, I shouldn't be... This is not an objective in neutral. Get them to 80%.
Yeah,
that
definitely not. Yeah, you don't want that. Okay, and then, so for this, you really don't want to do... what's the term? Like, you don't want to half-ass your drift. Pretty much ever in this matchup. It doesn't... Like, it's just not a big mix-up for Fox. Like, Fox covers things in, like, big, fat ranges where he runs and jumps. So, like, the little subtle drift is not, like... You're not going to, like, barely dodge a shield grab or something, you know?
Good way to think of it.
So, the options here are basically... You can do like high commitment back airs, which are like short hop in, back air, drift back, you know, and those are pretty high commitment. But the good news about them is that Fox a lot of times will just shield the back air, which means short hop late, no fall back air hits the same time. You know, it's the same as the up air. Yeah. So you can short hop no fast fall back air is like the threat kind of, because he's at this percent and it knocks down. So a lot of times they're gonna like shield or something, and then you get the tomahawk grab. But yeah, a lot of, with your drift here, it's like retreating back air, or you do like the super mix on like the going in and then retreating / grab mix up. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, please kill him. Okay. No. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the same. I
watched the set back, by the way, so like I'm also cringing.
The same rule that I gave to Saint when edge guarding Fox. Go off stage every time. Just go out there. Your goal is to not let Fox choose a Firefox angle.
Yeah, I've heard that one. Yeah. Here I should have just followed him down to that corner.
Nah, you actually should have followed him down right here.
Oh yeah.
Just like right there.
Yeah.
But then this is fine, and as soon as you do this, it's like okay. So the thing is, I understand not going out there here. This is a really awkward situation where he's really far. You should just grab edge here, and then I understand that this is like awkward. You're the only edge guard that I think of here that's super ultra consistent is you wait a long time and then you do that meaty fair and you try to hit the reverse fair here.
I see H-Box do those a lot. Yeah.
And then that would have just made it nice and easy to not, because the back air is too quick. It's not meaty enough.
That makes sense.
So yeah, 99% of the time, I want you diving off like that low one. I want you going for it. You're Puff.
I'll practice that.
Like it's like a falcon who's scared of kneeing off stage. It's like, bro, go play Sheik. Like, you know, like don't like you need to like this character is meant to dive into the freaking blast zone. So it's like as Puff, it's like your realm is the air. So if Fox is off stage in the air with no ground below him and you don't want to go out there, you're not making use of like your talents as the character.
That makes sense.
Okay. And then, yes, Fox at 116. And this is why when the edge guards happen in this matchup, they have to work. Because when Fox gets to 116 and he's lasering you, it's just like,
ouch.
I think it's so miserable. This matchup becomes like 90-10 when Fox is over like 80. Because, like, yeah, you hit him, doesn't matter, he gets knocked down, blah, 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 and he's just running around. You hit him, nothing freaking happens. He goes to the opposite side of the stage. Like...
And now I died of bad fair on shield.
And because the reason is that Puff, like, basically, what is her strength? Low percent kills. And so, like, if you're fighting your opponent at high percent, you don't have your high percent. You don't have your low percent kill. So Puff just literally becomes, like, a low-value character. Like, she's bad in neutral, and her one back air is just as good as freaking Mario's one back air. Like, she's not a good character anymore once the opponent is at that percent. She's just awful. Okay, so that was good. Sure. At least you used the meaty option. Yeah. Okay, so you're moving on the side plat. I like the outer edge. Don't go to the ground. There's just no reason. You should never, ever, ever... Unless, like, basically you should never land on the ground... more in the corner than the inner edge of the side platform, unless Fox is even more in the corner. Just don't do it. It doesn't give you anything. All it does is it puts you in this really awkward position where you're jumping. And Puff is just too slow on her way up. You're gonna get like nair grab, up throw, up air, then you'll DI out and Fox will go up here and go laser, 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 and now you're recovering with 35% for no reason. And yeah, just fighting out of this position is awful. Like, here. This is so bad. Yep. So it's just...
I'm putting myself in that position.
Yeah, exactly. He's not doing anything to put you there. Good. Boom. No, 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 no!
Yeah,
Get down there! Kill him! Like, he needs to die ASAP.
Yeah, boom. It's just one tap here, and I'm at so low percent with all my jumps, so it's like a free tap.
Yeah, just tap him. It's fine. Trading is fine, too. Okay. So you're moving around. Stay on the side plat. I'm not a huge like Puff needs to like you mentioned earlier where like oh Puff needs to like ASDI down and stuff like that. I actually think that Puff's ASDI down is almost like useless just because she should almost never be in that position. But being on the side plat is one of those positions. Like a lot of so like if you are at very low percent, you can just like wave dash onto the side plat and then just hold down. And then like in between your wave dash movement on the side plat, you should just be holding down here so that if he ever does this, it's a free grab.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's why I'm baiting that platform. So he does that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, you never want to be in this spot ever. This is such a hard spot to work
and
out.
And I'm staying in them for too long. That makes sense.
No, well the thing is like, that's the thing. When you're in it, you can't really get out. Puff has to like work her way out. It takes a while. She can't like rush out. So when you get stuck in it, it will take a while. And that's why it's unfortunate when you put yourself in that position because it's like, oh, well, gonna have to work my way out. Yep. Like it's really hard to work your way out even no matter how you get there.
Yep.
Let's see. I like the up air, even though it doesn't really do anything. It's just probably your best option at that percent. Like, it beats Fox falling in that position. Let's see. Okay, safe here. No reason to do this in air at all. Literally using an ammo for no reason. Just like, well, I shoot at him once, and then
I should have been... So there I should have gone to platform, probably, right? Just like, retreat to platform, retreat to inner lip.
Let's see, right here. Boom, boom.
He's running at me.
Right here.
He's running, now
yes, I would probably... I would either do... Let's see, you're at 35. He's at 19... If you're going to ask me what my Puff would probably do here, I would most likely full hop double jump waveland off the side plat here. Just because it's so strong. If I was a crazy person, I might wave dash in. Because a lot of times the instant wave dash in can make Fox think you're going to go in at him. And he'll dash back slightly. And then after the wave dash in, then you can like full hop up here, wave dash off. Just because sometimes if you do this here, you'll get like... He'll read it and get like nair grab up throw up here. I'm just scared of that. I
gotta make myself less readable for sure. I think that's also another thing. I feel like I'm predictable a lot.
You're predictable because you're not choosing your timings.
Yeah.
It's like you only go out when your friends invite you out, and you're like, I feel like me going out is kind of predictable. It's like, well, yeah, when they invite you, you go out. And so it's, of course, predictable because you're not, like, doing anything for your own reasons.
Makes sense.
Okay. Let's see. Probably wave dash back grab here. Like, you're already in the short hop, so you see, like, the whiff here. Probably grab. Either grab or up air. I just think that doing these back airs is, like, the guaranteed back air is like 100 times worse than the sort of maybe good, like probably not guaranteed wave dash back grab. Like if you short hop like right here, just waves on and back and grab. Like a lot of times, you know, you might get him.
Yep, makes sense.
Okay, good. And if you ever want to be defensive, it's this edge of the platform. Like, this is the they can't hit me edge of the platform, and this is the I'm coming in edge of the platform. So you can kind of just chill up here, and then edge cancel here, kind of chill here. And this is like a way better version of like being down here. And then you can kind of be like, now I'll switch to aggro. I'm playing off of this edge of the platform. Okay, so this...
I'm already in stray bear mode as opposed to try and like do something else.
So
I feel scared of 5%.
So I was actually going to mention this. This is a position where it might feel like you're doing something wrong based on what we've talked about, but you're forgetting the critical detail that Fox is in the corner at a percent where back air knocks down. And so when you're in this position, this is the position to spam aerials.
Yeah.
And the only thing you did wrong here is boom, look at this. He's terrified. Boom. Oh, you're in such a good spot right here. Oh, he's so scared. Oh, this back here. And then you're just like, I gotta get out of here. I'm getting way too close to winning the match. Like, you can have center, Fox. And it's like, what? No! Like, you had such a good position there.
Yeah, I see
it. No,
now he's spamming the up smash.
And then so right here. So this is the thing is, you were in a great spot. You gave it up. It's okay. Let's move past that. Let's just pretend we're here now. Okay?
Okay.
So you are at the percent where up throw up air kills. And so your job for the rest of this stock, and because it's last stock, the rest of the game, you will not land on the ground next to Fox. You will not. That is simply how it is. You cannot get grabbed. You need to be the ungrabbable puff this stock. And every stock that you're at kill percent. So you just need to get in your head, if he can't grab me, and he can't up smash me, I will live forever. You need to get that in your head, because at this percent, that's what you gotta do. So when you're here, just chill. You gotta not land on the ground. Just use this edge right here, or even you can just back air. Like you could just do like back air or drill right here, like or nair or anything, and then edge cancel off of this, and now he's on the corner. You know, now you have a good spot. But it's like, oh, landing like this is so risky. He's just in like, I could up smash you or grab you territory the whole time. Okay, boom.
And this is again, go out.
I would like you to go out, yeah. But the thing is you gotta go out like instantly. Yeah. Like as you hit this back air,
I'm already pushing jump.
You gotta just go, just none of this. You gotta already be on your way to the right. You have to just be on your way as fast as, like, the idea is like, if he'll let you, you know, back air one more, you know, and then if he does a recovery, you might have to do something else to it. But like, let's see, let's look at this. So we got boom, hit, boom. Let's see if you drifted in immediately. You'd be like, duh, boom. You'd be like here.
Yep.
And then he does this, and you just drop him back here. Easy game. And then right here, you gotta stop doing this back here. This is reverse fair every day of the week.
Okay.
This is reverse fair literally every single time that anything has ever happened. Yep. Okay. And so this is classic, is that you get him into the corner, and now he's terrified. Run up, grab. This is good. That was good. Now go. No, you went up too high. You went up too high.
Dude, this hurts, man.
Like, go.
I was too slow to go there, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
I wish you
go, get out there. Oh, a little slow again.
And then I did an up air that would have gotten me nothing.
Okay.
Dude, there's like 7 endings to this fucking game. Now he's so scared of the corner.
But the thing you have to understand is that as soon as you're here and you no longer have him cornered, you are, I will not touch the ground again, ever again for the rest of your life, puff. You can't just keep scrapping like this. You're going to lose most of the time. Holy moly, that game was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, on to the next one. Let's see. Oops, I opened the wrong one. Okay, so you want to do versus Fox game 2, right?
Yeah, up to you. I mean,
it's up to you. This is your lesson. You get to decide if you want to keep going over this. We could watch it for a second and see if the same things keep happening, and if they do,
I already have so many good notes in my mind about Fox now. Like things that next time I play Fox, I don't think I'm going to look like I'm playing here. The matchup that I also struggle a lot with is Sheik, and I know you have Sheik on your mind. If you wanted to look at a Sheik Slippy file, I could send you a Sheik one right away. Otherwise, I'm happy to look at Falco.
Nah, man, whatever you think will help you the most. If you feel like your little like Fox charge up of like things to work on is fully charged, then we can move on. If you feel like you want more Fox, we can stay. It's whatever you think will help you the most.
Sounds good. I'm down for a Sheik because I feel like a lot of the Fox also applies to Falco to me.
It does,
based off the way I play the matchup. So,
and it's not exactly the same, but a lot of like the same sort of. The way you use your ammo and the way you like edge guard and stuff like that is really similar.
Okay. So this one is game 3 versus Calvin, Aiden. Yeah, this is game 3 in a ranked set. Game 1 and 2 were both on Yoshi's. I won the first game, he won the second game. The game I won, game 1, was like up tilt rest like 3 times.
Let's go.
Yeah. This one is the final game of the set, and I don't feel as great in my play here. I feel like he understood me more at this point.
Okay. All right. Let's see then what we got. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's run it. And yeah. So this matchup is so it's very similar. The whole ammo theory thing definitely applies. The nice thing is against Sheik, you have way more shots. You have like way more shots than against Fox. She has a lot of trouble landing like combos, but she's really good at zoning Puff. Like I think she's probably better at in my opinion, she's better at zoning Puff than Fox is by quite a bit. You don't really have like the whole like you don't have like the short hop aerial versus tomahawk mix up in the same way that you do on Spaceys. Like it still exists, but I think that the Sheik is a lot less likely to like allow you to get close to them like that.
Yeah.
But what is really good against Sheik that's not as good against Spaceys is full hop aerial falling aerial. Full hop aerial falling aerial is like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like the thing, like in this matchup.
The bread and butter. The bread and butter.
Yeah, it's like the level 1 that everything else like tree branches off of.
Got it.
And so the idea is it's either full hop back air, fast fall up air, full hop back air, fast fall tomahawk, full hop back air, fast fall back air, etc. It's like you pretty much just use this whole like full hop and then you come down with an aerial thing as like the ultra basic way to like pressure her. But okay, let's see what happens first. I'll watch for a second. Okay, so first of all, the entire point of this matchup is to get below Sheik. That's it. If you can get below Sheik, you're winning. Sheik does not want you to get below her. She wants you to approach from the air and stay away and stuff like that. Her back air outranges everything you have if you come from an angle.
I hate her back air so much.
Yes, her back air literally destroys Puff as a character. You gotta just remember, Puff loses neutral to every top tier, like badly. Like, she doesn't have real openings. In my mind, based on all the Puffs I've played so far as Sheik, I have not been hit with a single real mix-up the entire time. Like, once. I don't think she has them. Like, in terms of, like, here I go, and you're like, she started her mix-up. She just doesn't really have... Sheik is too fast. Sheik is just crazy fast, and she's like... Her moves have these huge ranges.
It
like
threatens
back
so
air.
much.
Huh?
She threatens so much, it feels. Like, her area that she can just, like... It doesn't feel nice to be in is so big because of needles. Yeah, needles add a lot to that as well. And then, yeah, back air.
But it's like, the advantages are... Grab is, like, just as good, if not better, than it is against Spaceys. Because the edge guard is like ultra omega guaranteed ridiculous. Like,
I gotta get better at
the edge guard is insane, and even if she recovers to side plat, you can just do that drop jump double jump rest. You've seen that, I'm sure.
Drop jumped. Okay, yeah. So you
Like
drop
if she
off of,
like if
no,
she
I haven't
upbeats
seen
to
it,
the
but-
side plat, you can just drop from ledge, instant double jump, jump again, rest on
Got it.
reaction.
I need to get better at my recovering to stage.
So it's like there's all kinds of messed up edge guards against Sheik. You can rest her, you can sing her if she recovers close to the edge, like charge forward smash, all kinds of stuff. So and a lot of times you can even get her like if you just back throw her off and she like a lot of times she's like drifting low to try to get lower, and you can just like hit her out of her like falling, to try to get the low recovery. So the edge guard is, I'm just gonna assume it's basically a done deal. And then there's a lot of positions and percents where you can get like down throw, reaction, tech chase, rest on the side plat. And at super low percent, you're gonna try to cheese with up tilt rest.
Love up tilt rest.
So it's basically like you have your grab, and the grab is useful for throwing them off stage, and it's useful for down throw, reaction, tech chase, rest.
So they're above me. That's the big part about like down throw as well. It's like they're above me afterwards, and that's where they don't want to be, and above me in a way that I can cover.
Yeah, you're saying like if you don't get the rest out of it, because a lot of times you're just gonna get the rest. Like if they DI in on down throw at low percent, that's a rest. And if they DI out, a lot of times they'll end up on side plat, and you can get a reaction tech chase rest.
I go for pound rest a lot off of down throw, but I don't know if it's actually even true or anything. I always feel good because it gets.
I think so. I don't know the exact percents and specifics of that combo, but in my head, it seems like it's good in situations where you aren't gonna get like if Sheik is in a spot where you can't get down throw raw rest or down throw RTC rest, then pound rest seems really good there. So the grab is good for that, and it's good for the edge guards. So we have our grab, and that's one of our main tools, and we have up tilt rest at low percent, and we have up air rest. That is it. Like the character doesn't work at all except for that. So,
yeah, I feel like in this matchup, people have made me think a lot about, oh yeah, you should be crouching to punish our grabs and stuff, but everything we're talking about is like, no, like that shouldn't even apply most of the time because I'm like, not even in those scenarios.
Crouching is low-key worthless against Sheik because then she just tippers the back air and dashes away.
Even or down needles. Smash is hard to see rested all the time. Like, yeah, it's tough.
And it's like, the bad Sheiks will give you the grabs there and stuff like that. But this is kind of the thing about you getting, like, Nair rest on Fox at 0. It's like, as you get better, it becomes less and less relevant, you know?
Yep.
So, the other thing is that Sheik getting stray hit by Puff is significantly better than stray hitting Fox and Falco, just because she falls kind of slowly. So sometimes you'll just, like, back air her or fair her out of the air, and you're like, oh, wait, I can just, like, get below her now. Or, like, back air her again. So, sometimes, especially if she's in the corner, like, the stray hits around, like, 50, 60 are actually really good. Because the spacies, you just hit them and they go low really fast and they go far away and they side B to edge. But Sheik doesn't have that. So, sometimes, like, the stray hits can get her locked in the air. And, but that is pretty much all you're gonna get. So, you have what you know what's good. You have the full hop aerial, falling aerial, and you know which moves will kind of kill. And now your goal is to use your ammo to get to those things. Well, first of all, we got to get Sheik past 0, right? So we're in Stray Hit City. This is all we're doing. Stray Hit City. Oh, I actually love this. This drill back air is beautiful. This is like exactly what I think you should be doing. I think going for the up air here was a little greedy, but I don't hate you for it. It's fine. Like, bam. I would have preferred empty land up tilt.
Got it. Yeah.
Going
turn around
here. Yeah. Okay. So this is the other thing. When you are above Sheik at a diagonal angle like this, she needs to jump. She just has to jump. If she doesn't jump, she ends up crouching or standing in a position where you basically get the same mix-ups as you have against Fox, where you get the wave dash off, and you get the tomahawk versus up air versus pound, stuff like that. And so Sheik doesn't want to just stand. Like, she will not remain on the ground if you are diagonally above her. So she's going to jump. And what you can do is you can use that as a situation to bait her. Because if you get below her, that's good for you. And so when she goes up like this, you're like, oh, is she trying to hit me with this back air? Maybe I'll drop through right here.
My gut was like, when I saw him doing that first back air, was like drop through and then like pound under him or something like that.
No, dropping through and pounding here is actually really good if they give it to you. Otherwise, just dropping through and aerialing is good, or just dropping through and just getting right below Sheik is very strong. You want to be directly below her. Yeah. Okay. So we're right here. The problem is if you look at this from the Sheik's perspective, the Sheik is like, well, I'm the damage builder. Like, Sheik needs a bunch of hits on Puff. Puff is supposed to be the insta-killer. So if I'm Sheik and I'm jumping in and I'm hitting Puff and we're trading and I'm jumping in and Puff's back air and we're trading and I'm throwing out moves, I'm just like, man, this Puff has no idea what's happening. Like, this is so free. because like you're playing against like you're basically, you know, in a contest of strength against someone who's much stronger, and you don't need to play the contest of strength. You want Puff is the assassin, and so like you don't want to be going in for these, and especially it's the same in every matchup. You don't want to be landing here. You don't want to land in the corner. You just don't want to do this because it limits your options massively. You can kind of just float around up here. Sheik is way worse at chasing vertically than Spaceys are, like a lot worse. Yeah. So if you're just moving around, she kind of has to let you do it. And so when we're doing these here, these need back air is worthless. She's already at the percent. We're right here. Instead of this, mix up with the up air. You know, you can do. There's a thing that a lot of people like here. I forgot to actually mention this in the whole like full hop aerial, falling aerial. It's that after the falling aerial, a lot of times that is actually when the mix-up happens. Like a lot of times you do this full hop back air or something, and you come down with the up air, and then maybe Sheik wave dashes, and now you're right next to Sheik on the ground, and a lot of times that is where the real mix-up happens, and a lot of times the answer is to like jumping up air or fair or something like that. Like land next to Sheik and then immediately read her jump with an up air. Yeah. Those are really good. So in a position like this, you could have, instead of doing this back air here, basically your options are you're going to do landing up air, rising up air, or you're going to do empty land, rising up air, or you're going to do empty land, grab. And you literally, or empty land, maybe up tilt. You literally don't have other options. Your character
because the option
does not
to my
exist
mind
beyond
well
those
like
options.
Landing and then just crouch is a mix-up as well, but you're right.
Yeah,
it's
no,
not.
landing crouch is a
but,
mix-up.
like,
I forgot to
like,
mention that.
Yeah.
That's part
Crouch was like what came into mind. The jump aerial is one that like I didn't like. Yeah, you're right. Like I should just. She's gonna have to hit me with the jumping move because she's not gonna forward tilt me or like down tilt me. She might grab me and grab. I can beat with the down.
Nothing
like,
does anything because you've got plenty of ammo.
Yeah.
You just it's all the question of like, can you get the rest or free edge guard before they hit you enough times? That's it. So every one of these, every time you're like moving in here in neutral, this is a great example of like, this is a lot of times how the ammo works against Sheik, is you're like, I'm gonna drift here, right here. You want to drift in here, and what you're hoping is maybe Sheik shields, and then you get a turnaround grab, you know, tomahawk grab back throw. That'd be great. Or an up air or something like that, and you're drifting in, and you're like, ha ha ha, my super sneaky plan is going to, you know, work for sure this time. And she goes, no, it won't. And you go, ah, my bad. And that's it. That's like one use of ammo against Sheik. And you just want to repeat it over and over. Do that same situation where you're landing, doing the mix-up, trying to be tricky, mixing it up every time until, like, these back airs are worthless. You just got to mix it. You just got to keep mixing it up. Instead of this back air, wave dash in grab. You know?
Yeah,
wave dash in crouch. Wave dash in crouch is good. You can do wave dash in crouch, wait a split second, and then jump up air. You know?
Yep.
Those are just the only valid mix-ups. You don't have any other ones. Okay, right here though, this is the special case I was talking about, where like every other character in the game, you just want to up air here, but Sheik you can just keep back airing because her drift is so bad that you can just back air and then just literally short hop off and back air again, and she doesn't really have a lot of answers. It's better than going for the up air here. Like boom, back air again.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is sort of okay against Sheik. Like, you can kind of land here against Sheik just because she doesn't have as many, like, oh, I'm going to run up and up smash you, you know, like Fox does. Yeah. She's, like, the way this matchup works is Sheik will normally just wait for you to actually, like, use your ammo. Like, Sheik doesn't get a lot from, like, running over at you. So she's normally like, I'm just going to charge my needles and, you know, maybe, like, kind of zone with back air a little bit, and then I'll wait for Puff to do her attempt, and then I'll hit her out of it. That's what I do. I just sit here waiting, and yeah, these back airs are bad because right here, ba-bam, you have an opportunity to just wave dash in and up air, or full hop up air, and just go ham with these up airs or back airs. Aha! So this exact thing is what you want to do at lower percents, where you hit the back of her shield, instant full hop bam, and this would be a rest if she wasn't at like this percent.
Yeah. And she's only at that percent because I was back airing too many times.
And yeah, you back aired a ton of times without really doing anything. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, this is...
I think I get what it means more if like picking your interactions just based off the ammo theory.
Okay, good. I'm glad that that like kind of fit well with...
It actually works a lot for me. Yeah.
Okay. And then you just sort of drop 2 easy kills, I think. Like right here. Like you get her off, back air, maybe dash attack the edge or back air again, something. Like she's definitely dead there.
Oh. Yeah.
Definitely dead. Don't force your way off the edge. And then right here, I don't know what happened here. You gotta just like back air fair the edge here. You should never get reverse faired in that position. Like ever. Okay. And then, once again, any character, even Sheik. The thing is, Sheik, like I said, is a lot worse. Like, when Sheik gets to 105, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not like Spacey's at 105 where you're just like, please let it end, you know? Because when you back air her off, a lot of times you get the edge guard out of it. That's the nice thing. But it's still not comfortable. And it's not making use of, like imagine if, you know, we're in this weird alternate reality, you know, where Sheik is using her ammo against Puff. She got like 20 shots this stock, you know? Like, she got a lot. That will happen. I always say don't expect a punish chain.
Yeah.
It's just too weird. And yeah, because then you're forced into this. And you're not even doing anything. Now you're not even doing anything wrong. Because this is just what you have to do at this percent. Good. Get the guaranteed edge guard. Ooh, careful.
Yeah, I had the same reaction.
About to get needled there and die. No. So, right here, you gotta be really careful about landing like this. It's just, the way you landed was just sort of disrespectful for 0%. Now you can land next to her. Now it's fine. But at 0, she, like, knows you can't do anything, so she's just gonna, like, swing a lot of times. 0 is like you want to play at 0 as, like, when the opponent is at 0, you want to play as if you are at 180. Like, the opponent being at 0 is the campiest part of the match for both Puff and the opponent. When I'm Falco or Sheik or whatever and I'm at 0, I know that Puff wants her little single one hit against me. I know she's just going to want to trade her Nair or something like that. And so I'm camping crazy hard when I'm at 0. And you got to be aware of that.
Makes sense.
Okay, bam. I kind of like down throw better here because she DIs in.
Platform's right there.
Yeah, but it's not a big deal. I don't like that you didn't try to do something. Ooh, I don't like that you didn't try to get like a kill out of this. Like you didn't try to full hop up air. You didn't try to back air here. You need to do something to pressure. You just kind of like left, and it's like, well, you can, but you were under Sheik. When you're under Sheik, it's time. So yeah, so this spacing you're doing, I think your general understanding of like the spatial bubbles of Sheik are good, which is a good start. Some people, they just don't know how big Sheik is. You're doing a really good job. Like these back air, this general spacing is really good. You just have to know that like here, like, so this is fine, you're back airing, you're zoning her, but then when you go in, this needs to be like the up air grab, up tilt, mix-a-rooney
mix-ups,
like empty land, rising up air, blah blah, stuff like that. Okay, and so so the thing is these aren't working out, but these are just usages of ammo. That was the usage of ammo, that was a usage of ammo, like that was a usage of ammo. That's fine. You just get a hit. And it's never going to be perfect. You just want to maximize the usage that you can as much as possible, you know? Okay. And yeah, once
I don't want you to get late for your local, by the way. And I just
I'll be fine.
To let you know
we can go like
time.
2 more minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm keeping an eye on it. Yeah, the main thing is that when Sheik gets to 100, you are a sad, sad Puff.
Yep.
You just mostly want to maintain center and just wall with the back air like you're doing. Yeah, that's all you can really do. But now, you know, you're like, ho ho.
Now one touch.
Now
I'm looking for.
Not two touch.
Sorry.
You want your first hit.
Or
you
tap.
need your first hit. So get out of there. The Nair trade was good. You just want to kind of get something. Yeah, you're going for like. See, you're going for the stuff at 0. It's funny.
Yeah.
Like you go for the up tilt at 0, but you're not like going for the up air rest at 30.
Yeah.
So yeah, you need the percent. 0 is a bad percent for Puff. Any percent. Just like just tap them with drill. Yeah, perfect. And yeah, so this is that general format I was talking about.
This is up tilt percent, yeah.
This is where you're doing where I'm talking about where you're like full hop. Oh, you did it. You did it kind of this like
I tried to read the I
I
thought I could rest that somehow.
I see. Alright, let's not worry about it too much. Let's just finish this game.
Yeah.
Okay, don't land in the corner.
Yep.
You'd be literally better off, like, doing this and camping here for a second and then going to top plat or wave landing off the side plat here. Going to the ground in the corner is just dangerous.
Yeah, it's grabs.
Okay, whoa.
Again, I'm just going straight to the ground.
Yeah, at 0, this would have been great. But at 25, there's no reason.
Especially when I'm
not back air at all either. Yeah. Back air's worthless. That's worthless. Oh, but you got the grab. She's dead. No! You have to attack her. It's the same thing. You have to attack her before she's in air dodge onto stage range. You got to get out here to force her to do something.
Got it.
It's a guaranteed edge guard. Okay, so this was almost great. This pressure. Boom, boom. Except this back air doesn't. I don't really like that. I would have liked short hop, late up air or something.
Got it. This is death.
Boom. Okay.
Cool.
But yeah, that is basically
so
the idea. Any closing thoughts from you?
Closing thoughts for me? No, I have I really do actually genuinely think that ammo theory is super helpful for me to think of when I'm playing, because I don't really know how to or when to change the pace of my game, because I've heard this said so many times, oh yeah, as Puff, you control the pace of the game. Yeah, I do. And what I said earlier about playing the lead, I was like, that's controlling the pace of the game. It's oh yeah, when you have a lead, play slow. But actually, the you just gave me actually is how controlling the pace of the game makes more sense.
Right, by looking for your spots rather than just kind of taking whatever's there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm someone who I'm realizing just watching these, I'm always in let's be fighting mode, and for me fighting is throwing back airs, but throwing back airs is not actually necessarily
it's not how Puff fights. Yeah.
No, it's not how Puff fights. Because yeah, for me lately, I've been having Puff at when I'm playing ranked and losing just feels so bad to the point sometimes I'm just I go on unranked and I play Fox and I just push buttons and I run at them and I love it and feels so dopamine enriching, and I can't do that as Puff, and I need to really drill that in. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
It's the reason I lose.
Yeah, no, she's just a very limited character.
Yeah.
She's strong for sure, but exceedingly limited. Definitely the most limited of all the top tiers. And
yeah, because you can't play the way you want to. Because if you play the way you want to, you're just gonna lose.
And I personally think she's definitely worse than all the top tiers, just because she loses so. You can just feel it. You man, I lose in neutral really badly just by sitting here. I'm kind of like a tennis ball against a swordsman, a ninja, and 2 monsters from space.
Yep. They all love hitting me.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think this is good going forward. Let me know if you have any clips or concerns the next couple weeks or so. You can send them over and I'll answer it for you.
Thank you so much.
Otherwise, it was really good talking with you, man. And I'll send you... Wait, I think... Did you already pay me?
No, I haven't. Can you just send me over
I'll send you the payment info. All right.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Great, dude. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.